Previously on MasterChef Australia, the rebel diva of desserts, Anna Polyview, return.
You'll be cooking my firecracker.
With an explosive extravaganza. But the gorgeous Renee caused some to erupt, allowing Aaron
That is beautiful.
to calmly clinch the final apron of 2017.
It's just the most amazing moment.
Tonight, the top 24 take their place for their first cook in the MasterChef kitchen.
This is the start of your dream.
To kick it off, a mystery box that will test the best.
Oh my God.
But with delicious delicacies to deliver.
You can do it.
It's do or die for the finalists.
I think you're in a bit of trouble.
As the bottom four will face an elimination challenge.
One of you will be going home today.
So who will be the first to leave the MasterChef kitchen?
You're definitely going to be in that bottom four. MasterChef sign. Isn't it so good, Mr. Lee?
So amazing. Oh my God.
There's 24 of us here. The competition's about to start. I'm losing it. Body's tingling all over. I'm really excited to get in there. Look at this amazing building, this incredible garden. This is fantastic. Woo!
So good.
We're actually here. It's real. It's actually real. It's been a wild journey so far, and I've worked so hard just to get here. I'm just going to give it my all. Can't wait to get in there and cook.
Are you excited? Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to walk in and be like, whoa, I'm in the actual kitchen.
Here we go.
I'm opening the door.
Walking through the MasterChef doors is amazing. Oh, this is too much. Just seeing the benches there and seeing the big M sign and the clock, it makes me feel like this is real. I'm actually here.
Wow, this is amazing. It's beautiful. Look at this place.
I can't believe I've had a crack and I've got an apron and I'm about to cook. I can win MasterChef. That's why I'm here. I want to start. I want to get to it.
Good morning. We can sense... Oh, the hair just went up on the back of my head. We can sense your excitement. Look at this. The white aprons. congratulations. Take a moment just to look around. This is the MasterChef kitchen. Woo. Thousands of people wanted to be standing where you are right now. So take a moment, soak it all up, because this is the start of your dream. You are our top 24 for MasterChef 2017.
Congratulations, you all are here. You're in the top 24 and you're in this beautiful, glorious place called MasterChef. But that was the easy bit, getting in here. Now it begins. And there's only really two things you all need to be thinking about for the next couple of months. Winning. Winning. And maybe breathing as well. All right? You need to devote yourself to this every single day and night. Do you want to win?
Yes, George.
Tell us that you can win it with everything that you do. Show us you've got what it takes to be the next MasterChef.
We know you're nervous, so to help with those nerves, we've enlisted someone who understands exactly what you're going through. Someone who can maybe offer some advice on how to handle the nerves, the pressure, and being interrupted while you're cooking. Please welcome last year's winner, Australia's MasterChef for 2016, Alina Duggan.
Whoa, it's Alina. Watching her cook in last year's finale was breathtaking. If I can become half the cook she is, I'm gonna be super happy.
Seeing the MasterChef trophy, it really makes it feel real that winning MasterChef could actually be achievable.
Well, Alina, welcome back to somewhere that I think you're pretty familiar with. When you were standing on that very first day in that lineup, how did you feel?
I've got a few of the jitters right now, actually, because I totally understand where you're all feeling, but I really think that you need to surrender to the process. You need to just roll with it, adapt. Don't try to think too far ahead of yourselves. Just work with what you've got on the day. All you've got within your control is how you respond to situations, so make it the best response possible.
Beautiful. Really good advice. Anyone got any questions for Alina?
Yeah, what's in the mystery box?
We're going to have to watch him, aren't we?
Right, you ready to cook?
Let's do it.
Go on, behind the benches.
The first challenge, am I ready? Yes. My nerves are all over the place, but this is just mind-blowing, amazing.
Are you nervous?
Totally.
The concept of mystery boxes are the scariest thing I think I've ever come across. There's the fear of the unknown. You're trying to smell what's in there. You're trying X-ray vision to see what's in the box. They're very scary.
Your first challenge, the mystery box. Alina has picked 8 ingredients, each of which have a special significance to her. Alina, let's see what you've got in store for them. You can lift your lids. Now.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of things that are close to your heart here yet.
Absolutely.
Talk us through what you've chosen.
If you watched, there should be no surprises here as to what I've picked. Chocolate was a challenge for me, but I also overcame it in the finale, so that's got a special place in my heart. I think the grapes are one of my favourite things there. Because of our time in California, it was so special, and I sort of felt a huge sense of confidence and growth, kind of like anything was possible.
Yeah.
Blue swimmer crab I use in a variety of dishes throughout the show. Got some Kaiser flesh, some lemon myrtle, beautiful goat's cheese, cucumber, and some macadamia nuts.
Yes, I've hit my lucky stars. Everything I want is in there. I can definitely make a dessert out of this.
I know you're looking down and thinking, my goodness, what am I going to do with all these beautiful ingredients? But first, some rules. You have 75 minutes to cook us a delicious dish, using at least one of those ingredients. The pantry and the garden are not in play, but you do have pantry staples under your bench. But here's where reality starts to kick in the MasterChef kitchen. The contestants that cook the 4 least impressive dishes will go into the first elimination of 2017. One person is going home.
I do not want to go home. I'm just going to go in there and just go for broke.
You are the best home cooks in the country. So, give it everything you've got and give us delicious food. So, Lena, do you want to do the honours?
Good luck, everybody. Your time starts now.
Okay, let's get started.
How are we going?
Not bad. You? Are you breathing? Because I'm not. To be in the top 24, there are no words. I just feel so honoured that they've actually chosen me. They actually see something in me.
Is it 70 minutes?
75.
Kidding.
Feels like a dream to be in the top 24. I'm still pinching myself that I'm standing in the kitchen. Well, this is the biggest cook of my life so far, and I think it's only going to get bigger. Today, it's day 1, and I think, geez, if I can just stay out of the bottom 4, I'll be happy. I'm going to just put up pretty straightforward, simple linguine, crab linguine.
I mean, so many possibilities with that beautiful mystery box. What would you do?
Well, I think you could go sweet or savoury. You could do sort of a macadamia nut praline, a lemon myrtle ice cream, but I'm hoping that people aren't too scared of the crab.
I love the idea of doing the lemon myrtle ice cream, combining that with chocolate mousse, chocolate tart. You can just
Fantastic.
go mad,
Yeah.
right?
At the end of the day, this is about not being bottom 4.
Yeah.
So don't try and give us George Columbaris this first one out.
Yeah.
Come in, bring us something that's absolutely yummy, delicious.
Are you feeling their nerves?
Yes.
Ooh, that's crabby.
We've got a nice combination of ingredients, which is good to see. So yeah, pretty confident. Even though it's the first cook in the MasterChef kitchen, I just want to go hard or go home. I want to wow the judges and create something unusual. I have to cook risky. If I don't cook risky, then it's not as fun for me. So today I'm cooking a caramelised Kaiser flesh with a pickled grape sorbet and pickled cucumbers. Combining weird and wonderful flavours is something that really excites me. I feel that that's a way of unleashing my inner creative beast. I cooked an unusual dish in my audition and the judges loved it.
18! And you're cooking like that at 18. Callum Smith. Everyone is going to remember that name. Big time. Because that is sensational cooking.
Thank you.
We are expecting massive things, because that's the sort of dish that wins the competition, not gets you into it.
I think I've set the benchmark high with the unusual flavour combinations, and I'm going to have to continue that in the competition.
Now, Lena, Callan cooked the most delicious kind of dish with a ponzu sorbet. Is this going to be another modern, inventive dish?
I hope so. So I'm going to do a caramelised wok, and I'm going to do it with some of the macadamia nuts.
It's all sticky, glistening, delicious. Mm-hmm. And then what else?
And envisioning a quenelle of pickled grape sorbet, and I'm going to serve that alongside with some pickled cucumber as well.
Wow.
Now, some lovely ideas. The question will be, can you make them all speak to each other?
Thank you. The risk take with this dish is really, really big. The combination and balance of flavours needs to be perfect. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, but this is how I love to cook. Trying to create a dish that's new, innovative, but hopefully will keep me safe.
So I have decided to cook cook a chocolate soft-scented pudding with a few macadamia elements to it. Chocolate and macadamias is a great combination, so I'm just going to focus purely on them and not overcomplicate things today.
Eliza, what's cooking?
I've got macadamia infusing for my roast macadamia nut ice cream. I'm going to do a roast macadamia praline crumb, and there's chocolate and butter melted on the stove. That's going to be the basis of my soft-scented pudding.
So it's going to be crisp chocolate on the outside, but when we cut it, it's going to ooze and gooey.
Yep.
So this is critical. So that's the key. I don't care if it's with a dollop of cream.
Okay.
But that's the key. And if it's wrong, you know that moment, that horrible moment where you cut into them?
Well, that horrible moment, as you go to tip it out, they get stuck.
Oh, good luck.
Thanks. My biggest concern is that fondant. If it doesn't ooze out onto the bowl, it'll be a disaster. Fingers crossed. Work.
To be in the top 24 is the opportunity of a lifetime. I would have never thought I'd make it anywhere near this far, but here I am today. I'm Brian, I'm a freelance photographer, and I'm from Sydney. Photography, it's one of my really big passions. I love it, but I really want to pursue my food dream. For me, food is my happy place. It's my creative release because when I start cooking, I really enter a little world of my own. My food dream is to open up an East meets West dessert bar where I can showcase innovative and funky new Asian flavors that haven't been explored in the current industry. I really have to impress the judges in Elena today because I really want them to notice me. I just don't want to sit in the middle of the pack.
I really liked the ingredients Elena chosen. They were really unique, so ideas started coming left and right.
I see the grapes, see the goat's cheese, I'm thinking, wait a second, this is almost like a cheese board. So elements of cheese-inspired desserts started rushing out at me, and I just got really excited to the cook.
So I'm making a cucumber lemon myrtle ice cream with a grape jam, macadamia burnt chocolate crumble, goat's cheese mousse, and some candied Kaiser flesh.
I'm seeing this dish as definitely a deconstructed dish. Bits of elements everywhere, so you can try this here, try this there, and just generally have a good time eating my dish. I just hope I can get all these elements done in time.
I've decided to go into pasta again, but taking it to the next level. Today I'm making ravioli with goat's cheese and lemon myrtle. It is a simple dish, but picking these flavours today is definitely a twist on a typical Italian dish. I'm Pia, I'm 49 and I'm a mother of 2. My strength is definitely Italian food, especially in my pasta, because I can create it in any shape or form. I'm making a ravioli. I used to watch Mum sitting on our kitchen step making her pasta, and then the day she said, "Help me," that was such an honour. So I'm taking inspiration from my mum today.
You look comfortable there, making a bit of pasta.
I am, but not Italian tasting.
What do you mean?
Goat's cheese with lemon myrtle filling.
Okay.
Definitely far away from my Italian background. So
What else is going in this dish? So
I'm going to infuse this in like a burnt butter sauce and then crumb it with some macadamia on top as well.
Nice.
don't mind the idea.
Yeah.
Just because it is
Yeah.
a little simple,
Yeah.
make sure that every element's nailed.
Flavours
Perfect
are
pasta.
Yep.
Perfect filling.
Yep.
Perfect burnt butter.
I have to make sure that those flavours are perfect and the lemon myrtle doesn't overpower the whole dish.
Today I'm going to make a crab linguine. I've done it 100 times before. I don't think I can stuff it up. This is a very simple dish with basic elements, but if you get it right, the flavour can be delicious.
I'm sure we got pasta happening on at least 3-4 benches.
I look around down my bench and I'm on a bench of 3 pastas. I can't believe it. I hear something from the back and I can hear another pasta. I see down the front that Pia is doing one too. You doing a pasta as well, mate?
Yeah.
There's half a dozen pastas being made. It's going to be so important to make sure this pasta is perfect. I can't afford any minor mistakes today because if I fall to the bottom of the pasta row, that's it. I'm in elimination mode.
first taste of the MasterChef kitchen. 1 hour to go. Push on, guys.
I'm doing a chocolate deluxe tart. I'm really excited to have Alina taste my food. I really hope she likes what I'm going to step up.
What do you think, Pete?
Since Alina really loves the grapes, I'm going to do sort of different textures of the grapes.
Nice.
So I'm going to do a crab mousse. I'm going to sit on top of the savoury shortbread.
Ooh, excellent.
I'm absolutely terrified, but I'm trying to keep it.
It's okay. You just got to feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yeah, well, that's it.
You can't stop it.
It's amazing having Alina here. It's phenomenal. Makes it very real that we're here and this is all happening.
She's such a food hero of mine, so just excited to put up some good food for her.
I'm Rashidul. I am 35 and I'm a program manager. I've watched MasterChef since season 2 back in Bangladesh, and now I can't believe that I'm cooking in MasterChef kitchen. I have a ice cream in mind, and chocolate attracts me as well as the goat's cheese looks nice. I love desserts because that's something I cook at home with my 6.5-year son Ayman. Letting him taste the ice cream, and when his face lights up, yummy. That's the best part of my day.
Rashidul, that looks like an ice cream starting to happen.
Yes, I'm making a burnt butter ice cream.
Ooh.
And I'm using the chocolate for the chocolate mousse.
Right, and you're going to knock a lot of time. I mean, I'm looking at the clock. There's a lot to do, huh?
Absolutely. There's a lot to do. I just have to motor on now and push on.
Yeah, get those main elements done. Make sure that they're the best they can be.
I have to be on my game totally to pull this off. It's very important each element gets into the plate, otherwise the balance of the dish will not be right.
I think it's really important to make a good start today, but the box itself, it's pretty confusing to me. I still haven't got a clear vision in my head of what I'm going to cook. So I just decided to get the crabs and get a bisque on.
Yeah, pretty nervous to be honest. I feel like I have a little bit of blurred vision, but I just need to concentrate a bit and get a dish in my head.
Time is ticking. I'm just going to have to come up with some bits and pieces as I go and really hope that it comes together at the end.
Okay, to be on MasterChef, it's just like the Holy Grail for me. I've been trying to get here for a long time. Tingling butterflies, all of that sort of thing, you know. I do not want to muck it up. Today I'm going to make a crab bisque with crab meat. In you go, little bubbies. With roti bread. I have cooked this before, but with a lot more ingredients. Once I've cooked the crab, I'll have to take the meat out and keep cooking the shells, trying to get some more flavour in there. I think if I can pull it off, it will really impress the judges.
I generally don't cook grapes. When I see them, my mind goes straight to wine. I love my cheeses to go with my wine. So today I'm making a dish that I'm calling cheese, wine and chocolate. They're 3 of my favourite things to eat, so I want to put those elements into a dish. My name's Sam, I'm 25, I'm from Ocean Grove on the Ballarat Peninsula. I relocated to Melbourne 12 months ago to work in construction. It was a huge change from the coastal upbringing that I had. I really enjoyed the challenges that it's brought, but I've realised my heart's in food and my heart's on the Ballarat Peninsula. Food was a part of my family growing up. Grandma was a great home cook and passed that on to Mum, and I took an interest in it.
Instead of you learning from me, son, I'll be learning from you from now on.
Cooking for the family just makes me happier than anything. To be able to take that into a career in food would be awesome.
What's the dish?
A nice rich dark chocolate mousse, and then I want to balance it against some of the grapes. So like I love chocolate and wine, so kind of a bit of play against that. And I want to.
What are you going to do here? You're making like a pizza bomb?
Yeah.
So you're making a Savion?
I've got the cream whipped.
Whipped cream?
Yeah.
Chocolate. So stable mixture if you get all of those components right.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
No, hopefully, no fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It's just do, man.
I am going to do it.
This is MasterChef,
Yeah,
mate.
man.
You want to win it, don't
It'll
you?
work.
That's it, Sam. It will work. You can do it. Come on, come on.
All in.
Today I'm making crab linguine. I know there's 5 or 6 pastas up today. It's going to be so important to make sure that mine's perfect. The pastas come together, I have a look at it, run it through the milk. I think that's going to be really, really nice.
Here's the pasta turned
Yeah,
out.
there's a little bit there. We can try some of that.
To be honest, it looks raggedy and a bit thin. So you've got to be quite careful.
Yep. It's definitely different being in the MasterChef kitchen. You're using a new pasta roller. I didn't think I'd run it that thin, but Gary isn't happy. I should fix it, but I don't think I have time to do another batch. I've still got the bisque to do. No, I'll go with it.
Guys, 45 minutes to go. Come on.
Come on, guys.
Hurry and worry.
Let's go. Push, push.
Oh, that's crabby.
This is like not going quick enough for my liking. Going in.
How are we going? I have my crab shells boiling. I have my roti dough ready, so now I'm going to crisp the Kaiser flesh. I'm picturing the dish with the bisque, crab meat on top, and just roti bread on the side to mop up the bisque.
Hi, Benita.
Hi.
What's cooking?
Well, I've cooked the 2 crabs,
Yeah.
and I want to reduce that down to, I'm going to pulverise the whole lot.
But what's the dish?
Well, it's going to be a crab bisque with crab meat.
Did you roast any of the bones off, or
Well, I didn't because I had to cook the crabs to get the meat
you can still roast
out.
them to get some of that sweetness out of
Yeah.
the shell?
And so we're going to have a bowl of soup, basically, with crab in it.
And some little extras.
What little extras?
I made some roti bread.
Right.
Yes.
And a roti. Well, I think you're in a bit of trouble because you got 40 minutes to fix that bisque.
Yeah, I
Make
know.
it work, right?
Yep.
You know what you've got to think about? You're looking at a menu
Yep.
and something catches your eye and you go, ooh, yum, might order that.
Yeah.
And the way you're describing that to me,
You wouldn't go
I
no.
wouldn't order it.
Okay.
Do you understand what
Yes,
I'm
I
saying?
do. I do.
I'm feeling really flustered now. My heart's pounding. I'm in trouble. I just wish a big hole would open up and swallow me up. Today we're cooking Elena's mystery box. We have 40 minutes to go and the judges have just told me they don't like the idea of my crab bisque. So I decide, yep, I'm going to listen to them.
Make something in 40 minutes that we're going to love.
Okay. I take my saucepan off, put it under my bench, and I'm going to start again.
The dish has changed.
The pressure of cooking in the MasterChef kitchen is really intense. Looking at all of these ingredients, I'm racking my brain trying to think of something to do.
How much time is left?
35 minutes.
I think we all love this is the first cook and we really get to see who's got chops and who hasn't.
Well, actually, some trouble town with Benita. She's really confused. She's making a roti bread. She was making a bisque, but without any flavour, just boiled bones. Benjamin, he's making a linguine with crab, and he's just made, let's be honest, not a very good pasta.
This is the bit where you've got to adapt
Yep.
and you've got to pull something out or you're going to get in that bottom four.
I love the idea of Sam, you've done the chocolate mousse.
Beautiful chocolate mousse. I mean, technical, you know, making a sabayon, that's exciting.
Pia's pasta, she's making a ravioli. She's got an Italian background. I think she feels very comfortable in this space, and I think we're loving Eliza's chocolate fondant.
You know, as we speak, Eliza's just done a little test on her fondant, so I want to go and have a look.
Ah, good.
It's time to check my test fondant. It's been about 10 minutes. I've got everything crossed. I'm praying that it oozes out just like I want it to.
How is it?
I think it looks good.
Yeah?
I'm happy with that little...
You want to tip it out?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
All right, let's do it.
I like what I see, but you don't know until you cut it open.
Oh. Wow. Okay, cut it. Let's have a look.
It oozes out just like I want it to. I'm really excited.
That's good. How many minutes was that?
10 minutes.
Great.
Great. The fact that I know that this has worked, I know the right time, feels pretty good, but I need to get working on my other elements. Refocus, chocolate.
Cooks, this is all about staying out of the bottom four. You don't want to beat an elimination. 20 minutes, let's go.
How you doing, Bacon? Oh, you're doing Baconi.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
20 minutes to go. My ice cream is still churning. I've got the unglaze for my chocolate mousse done, and I'm using the ice I done to make my mousse. It's going to be aerated, and then it's gonna go directly to the blast chiller. I'm thinking from the dish perspective that all the elements work really well. The ice cream is gonna bring the sweetness to it. The arrow mousse has a kind of a saltiness to it. The crumb gives the different texture, and then a pickled grapes brings the freshness to the dish. Perfect. So if one of them are missing from my dish, the balance will not be right. Okay, done.
Combining weird and wonderful flavours is something that really excites me, and during the cook it's something that keeps me going, keeps me happy and keeps me focused. So today I'm cooking a caramelised Kaiser flesh with a pickled grape sorbet, pickled cucumbers and a goat's cheese and lemon myrtle smear. For me the dish is about flavour balance, so I need to make sure that the Kaiser flesh has a really sweet, sticky, savoury as well, meaty, gooey, sweety goodness that cuts through the pickled grape sorbet.
What do? You just shred it all up or mince it and then
so
make your caramel?
Yeah, chopped it all up and then made a caramel, added a bit of the lemon myrtle into that, then just reduced that down, cut through the sweetness of the pork.
Bit of wild thinking from Alan. I like it. Let's hope it works.
I know, fingers crossed. I'm aiming for the judges to second think the dish, to not know whether it's sweet or savoury, but keep coming back for more, until they try and figure out for themselves what the dish is.
15 minutes. I'm down to 15 minutes, so I have to start to assemble the ravioli. I have to make sure that the flavours of the lemon myrtle doesn't overpower the whole dish. I taste it. Perfect. I place the filling in little balls, fold over the actual pasta and stamp around them to actually make my little baby ravioli.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Really good.
They're a perfect size, each one identical. I'm so happy.
Got a crispy crunchies going.
Is your water boiling?
Yeah. Now I need to actually get the pasta cooked.
Oh, that's great.
It's less than 15 minutes to go now, but I'm trying not to panic. I finally come up with a new idea for this dish. I'm now preparing a roti bread wrap with goat's cheese, Kaiser flesh, grapes and pickled cucumber. It's going to be a rush and a half. It is really simple, so I'm going to make a dipping sauce to go with it. Hopefully that should help.
Time flies in this kitchen, you found out, haven't you? 10 minutes to go. Oh my God.
So I've got my crab, I've got my bisque, goat's cheese mousse, crispy Kaiser flesh. I've got my pickled cucumber and a crab claw fritter. I think the flavours of each item individually taste good, but I'm not sure whether they all actually go together.
One thing that I learnt was, sure, make lots of things, but it might be about what you leave off. That's most important.
I feel like I should have focused on one or two main elements today instead of putting so many flavours that are going to compete with each other. But I've got my fingers crossed that the judges might like it.
Almost boiling. I've got 8 minutes left to go. I get my water on the boil. All I've got to do is cook this pasta well, plate it up nicely, and I'm pretty sure that I'm through without being in the bottom four. I'm going to cook it for 60 seconds maximum. It's really important. I don't overcook it. There's half a dozen other pastas on. This has got to be spot on. So I go and check on my bisque. So while I've got the pasta boiling, I'm working on that.
Benny.
Oop. Thanks, mate. Ah, joking. My heart just drops. I quickly whip it out of the water as soon as I can. Hot. Not the best. So now I've rolled it too thin and cooked it too long. I'm really disappointed. It's been a huge journey getting here, and probably 30 extra seconds has absolutely nailed me. I can't believe it. But I run it through the bisque and it tastes really, really good. And I know taste has always outpushed everything else, so I go, you know what, it still tastes good, let's run with it.
Feeling the pressure? You should be. 5 minutes to go!
For me, presentation is everything. I need to play it in a way that reminds the judges that it is a cheese board.
What I love so much about this dish is that it's not sweet nor savoury. It's a combination of the both, which leaves you guessing at the end, what is the dish?
To plate up my cheese, wine and chocolate dish, I've got my soft and creamy dark chocolate mousse. I'm so happy with how this has come together, and I think I've been able to balance these flavours perfectly.
Right, come on everybody, 3 minutes to go. Get these dishes plated up. Come on.
How are you going?
Not so good. I've started to plate up, but time is ticking fast. I take the crumb out of the oven. Some bits I'm done really well, and the middle bit looks a bit white. So I grab the ones from the outer bits and put it on my plate. I put the pickled grapes in there and my mousse, which is still quite soft. So I put the plate back onto the fridge to get it cooled down, and I'm waiting till the last moment to get it out. It's going to be a rush till the end.
1 minute to go!
Come on.
Running out of time, I run to the fridge.
30 seconds! Come on!
As I'm taking my dish out of the fridge door comes back and hits my hand. The next thing I know is the plate is on the floor and it's shattered. I feel shell-shocked, I feel devastated, and I just freeze for a moment. That was my whole dish other than the ice cream, and it's just all over. I'm running out of time. I run to the fridge. I grab my dish. I'm so devastated. I've just worked so hard to get all those elements in the plate, and the best two elements are laying on the floor. I'm just so devastated.
Keep going, Rush.
But I've still got to put something on the plate. I run, grab a new plate.
Go, Rush, go.
I'm not giving up.
Right, you've seen this on TV, but you've never felt it. 10 seconds. 9.
I put some crumbs on the plate at the last minute.
4.
So cute.
Yeah, great.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's good.
Italian mama.
Looking down at my plate, I'm so happy. This is me on the plate. This is what they're going to taste.
Got the first cook of the MasterChef competition out the way. I look around and there's some incredible dishes by the looks of it. Behind me, Nicole put up a beautiful crab dish, and then I look over to Brian and his dessert is 10 times what I've done. I'm just hoping that I've done enough.
Still can't process this, that happened. The plate was there, everything was there. I'm feeling so much disappointment. I'm so embarrassed. The dish really works when all the elements are in the plate, and looking at it now, all the judges will taste is the sweetness. I don't think anything can save me from bottom 4.
Well, a mixture of happy faces and worried faces. We'll see very shortly how well you've done, in fact. But your first challenge in the MasterChef kitchen, and cooking with ingredients very carefully selected by Alina. Remember, the 4 least impressive dishes will put their makers into the elimination tomorrow. And of course, one person from there will be going home. Fingers crossed. First up, Brian.
I'm super ecstatic. I'm really proud of how much work I've got done today. I'm just hoping the judges love the concept on my cheese board.
Brian, what have you cooked for us?
I've called it cheese board, so it's a lemon, myrtle, and cucumber ice cream with caramelized chocolate and macadamia crumbs, candied Kaiser flesh done 2 ways. I also have toasted macadamias there, grape jam, goat cheese mousse, and also some fresh grapes on the side as well.
Wowza.
Oh.
So you've done about 7 or 8 different elements?
Yes.
There's a lot of elements on there, and it's a very impressive utilization of your time.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited.
Do you want it back, do you? Oi.
Yes, please.
We haven't tasted all the elements. There's too many elements to try.
Thank you.
Right. While Matt's eating, because we could be here for some time, I'm going to say a couple of things that maybe the rest of the contestants don't want to hear, especially at the end of the first challenge. But that is absolutely bloody delicious, number 1. And number 2, I think in the first challenge of the top 24, you have well and truly set the bar. Congratulations.
Thank you.
For me, the roasted chocolate with the macadamia nut is yum. The way you plated that dish up is beautiful. Using the marble then backs up your reference to it being a cheese board. You've thought about everything, and that's the detail we're looking for. That is beautiful. Thank you. Thanks, Josh.
I just loved every part of it and trying it with different bits, and yeah, I'm really, really happy right now, and I could have eaten the whole thing myself.
I think I had a real concern that this dish was just giving one of those overloads of fat, sugar, salt, but it's the subtlety of this that is so surprising. That is not day 1 in the MasterChef kitchen, that is day 65 in the MasterChef kitchen, and a very good day. Brian, well done, that is smashing.
Well done, Brian.
To get this type of comment for first ever mystery box, it just makes me really smile inside. I feel that I deserve my place in the competition.
Next up, here.
As I walk up with my dish, I'm excited that they're actually going to taste another dish of mine.
Oh, they look pretty, don't they?
And I'm just hoping that the flavours I've used in the pasta shows that I can mix other flavours, not just typical Italian flavours.
What's the dish?
It's ravioli filled with goat's cheese and lemon myrtle in an infused burnt butter with bacon, and I use the bacon as a crumb with macadamia as well.
It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Oh, and how good do those sort of look sitting on your bench before you cook them? They were high and handsome.
It was just beautiful watching you work.
Yeah, let's stop talking. Eat. They look all right. Hey!
That ain't coming back down here, is it? I can tell.
Yeah, go on, I'll share it with you. Love it.
Really good.
Absolutely on point, on balance, totally delicious, and I'm doing everything in my power not to eat another one.
I love that you can't see the lemon myrtle, but it just sort of sings lightly in the background of it all. It's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Lemon myrtle is a beast to harness, and what's beautiful is the lead flavour is lemon myrtle, but without dominating the dish. And for me, that's incredibly subtle cooking. It's a restaurant quality dish. We saw when you cooked that gnocchi that you were a force to be reckoned with. You are quite terrifying.
Oh my God.
Well done,
You know what I was
Pia.
thinking too? Is how Italian is lemon myrtle in the hands of Pia?
Yeah, that's beautiful. Amazing.
Thank you. I am truly bursting with sheer happiness. I'm feeling very proud, but I wish my mum was here to see it. Oh my God. She took me with
Tamara.
So the dish is crab tortellini with a lemon myrtle and macadamia crumbs.
I like it. Everything's in balance. It's a thumbs up from me.
Wow.
Next up, Aaron.
A goat's cheese and macadamia nut ravioli and a grape and bacon sauce.
Gee, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's magic. It's yum.
It's really delicious.
Next up, Carly.
Today I've made a crab ravioli with a macadamia Kaiserfleisch crumb, and I've also done a biscuit sauce.
I think you've done a really good job with the pasta.
The texture of the pasta is incredible.
Next dish we'd like to taste belongs to Samuel.
I've done a lemon myrtle linguine with a crab sauce.
I like the combination. Like sweet, delicious, beautifully cooked.
We say it all the time, flavour's the king in this kitchen.
That dish is fantastic. Benjamin, your turn.
I'm walking my plate up to the judges and I'm anxious. I'm nervous. I know I haven't executed that pasta properly, but I'm hoping that the flavour's going to get me through.
What's the dish?
It's a crab fettuccine, a Kaiserfleisch and crab bisque, and some salt and pepper crab coils on the side.
You've put yourself right in the middle of a pasta competition today.
Absolutely.
I reckon your real question is about the cooking of the pasta. You have criminally overcooked the pasta.
Okay.
It's the most frustrating thing because if they'd had that lovely bite, we'd be cheering you out of this room on our shoulders. But that pasta's a problem, a big problem.
I was pleasantly surprised by the crab flavour as well. Like it's really fresh and clean.
I think these two guys are being really positive. It's not quite right. And the best part of it is the way you've cooked the crab. Thank goodness you didn't get that wrong. So with that in mind, you have to ask whether or not you may end up in that bottom four.
My heart just dropped. I know my flavours are good, but you just can't overcook pasta when there's half a dozen others on the table.
Next up, Benita.
I changed my dish mid-cook today. I'm still glad I didn't go with the original dish, but I'm feeling worried. It's not as fancy looking as a lot of other dishes. I just hope that it tastes good.
You going to be safe?
I hope so.
Benita, about 40 minutes to go, you readjusted your plan?
Yes, I did.
You going to be safe?
I hope so.
What's the dish?
A roti wrap. There's goat's cheese, pickled cucumber, Hazelnuts flesh, and grilled grapes and fresh grapes, a roasted macadamia crumb, and then a grape and lemon myrtle vinaigrette if you want to dip.
I think you're in a bit of trouble. You're going to struggle in this competition if you lift the lid on a challenge and don't look at a few ingredients and go, I can make that, I can make that, I can make that. Because then you've got to refine that idea. You can do it. We know you're a good cook, but you've got to practice that in your head.
Yep.
So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that the next challenge you're in, whatever that is, that you can train yourself into thinking that way.
Thanks, Benita.
I'm absolutely devastated. I could just kick myself. But MasterChef means so much to me. I've tried so hard to get here, so I'm not giving up.
Next up, Eliza.
The perfect result for me today would be to turn the fondant out on the plate. The judges cut down the middle and it just oozes out.
Ooh.
My heart is racing. Please, please work. I have cooked a dark chocolate fondant with a toasted macadamia praline and toasted macadamia ice cream.
I checked your little sample that you did, your little tester, and it was perfect. How's this one?
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Love good ooze.
Soft fondant, crunchy outside, perfectly tempered chocolate, lovely little crunch of praline. So that's pretty much perfect as far as I'm concerned.
3 perfect elements. It's really, really delicious. Good job.
Thank you.
First cook, MasterChef kitchen, nailed a fondant, nailed an ice cream. Nice work. Welcome, Eliza.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Next up, Jess. I've made an Aussie dessert stack with layers of torched Italian meringue, lemon myrtle ice cream. The ice cream is really yum. I like the texture of it.
Next up, Michelle.
I've made a chocolate chip sponge.
I think that's really clever, and I think the mousse and sponge are delicious.
Next up, Pete.
Today I've cooked scraped cheese and sauce.
It's bloody delicious. Nicole.
I've cooked a crab and grape salad. I'm hoping it tastes as good as it looks. I love that the granita is so cold against sort of the creamy, soft crab. The next dish we'd like to taste belongs to Lee.
Today I've cooked a crab salad with a crab bisque, a goat's cheese mousse, some crispy bacon and pickled cucumber.
It looks a bit mushy to me. There's no doubt, Lee, that you're a good cook and you understand flavours. Like, you've extracted an enormous amount of flavour out of the crab bones, considering the gamut of ingredients that you didn't have. But what it looks like is what it tastes like. It's all a bit kind of mushy, and you've probably got a couple of dishes in there that you've stuck together.
What you got to learn, Lee, is to edit yourself. It's the hardest thing to do, to learn what to leave off. But as it is, I don't think any of us love it, so that may put you in trouble. Thank you, Lee.
Thanks, Lee.
It's pretty hard words to hear. The dish just isn't good enough. The judges don't like it. There might be like a 1% chance of it not being me in the bottom 4.
Next up to the tasting table, Sam.
Balance is key with this dish. The goat's cheese has a bit of acidity that will hopefully help balance against the sweet chocolate mousse. I'm proud of what I've got in front of me. I'm just hoping that I've done enough.
What did you cook for us?
I've done cheese, wine and chocolate. So we've got a dark chocolate mousse, some fresh grapes, some sour grapes, a little bit of goat's cheese and some roasted macadamia nuts.
I think it's kind of cool. I like it. That mousse looks beautiful. It looks like there's something to give us relief. If that came to you in a restaurant, would you be happy or would you be looking across the table?
I think I'd be very happy, and I loved watching Sam work as well. He was having a great time.
I loved it. So good.
See if we're smiling at the end of this tasting.
I'm mightily impressed with you, the way you're thinking about food, how you've thought about this dish, and the techniques that you've shown us. Chocolate mousse using the sabayon and the cream, and it really shows that you know your stuff, and the texture of that mousse is just absolutely delicious.
I had the mousse on its own and went, oh, okay, it's nice texture, but it's really sweet. But then I got it with the goat cheese and went, okay, gotcha. And when you say cheese, wine and chocolate, it paints that picture in my head. I think you're a really clever cook.
Great first cook, fantastic to see that smile. Keep it up.
Thanks, guys. The judges really loved my concept for the dish. Cheese, wine and chocolate, so I'm over the moon. Thank you.
Next up, Rachel.
I'm just so devastated. I've worked so hard today, and the best bits of my dish are not on the plate. All I've got to show to the judges is not so good crumbs and a bit of a not so much set ice cream. I am embarrassed, I'm devastated. I don't think anything can save me from one. First, I would like to apologize. This is not the dish I wanted to plate up in my first cook in MasterChef. Lena gave us a fantastic mystery box, and the best 2 elements that I made is not here, so I apologize for that.
They dropped it.
I dropped it.
Disaster.
A disaster, So this is a burnt butter ice cream and some macadamia nut crumb with lemon myrtle. There was a chocolate arrow mousse which was salted as well. It's just
Rachel, I'm gonna be honest with you, mate. You're definitely gonna be in that bottom 4.
Understood.
I feel sorry for you that you dropped your plate, because potentially that might have kept you out. But what you have given us is an ice cream that's too sweet and eggy. I feel for you, mate. But that's what's wonderful about MasterChef. You get a second chance.
Understood. Another chance to cook.
Another chance to cook, Rachel. Best
Thank you.
attitude. Best attitude.
I'm going to turn this into a positive. Tomorrow means another chance to cook, and that's what I'm here for, to cook in a MasterChef kitchen.
The last dish we'd like to taste is Callan.
My stomach's full of butterflies and I'm really nervous. The risk I've taken is pretty big. I'm a little bit scared that the combination of flavours might not be just right, but hopefully the judges enjoy it.
Alrighty. So, what have you cooked?
I've done a caramelised Kaiserfleisch with a pickled grape sorbet, and there's a little bit of the goat's cheese and lemon myrtle.
I'm pleased, you know, because I've put you in this competition because I go, that guy thinks outside of the box. He thinks outside of the norm. And that's what you've put up.
Great. What do you reckon?
I'm quite excited about it.
All right, let's do it.
I was trying to think of how I would do it differently, and I was like, oh, I might do. I'm like, no, that's good. No, that's good too. I think it's completely gnarly, and I love it.
This is a dirty, street fighting, slightly crazy. Do we love it? I don't know, I'll just go back for another spoon sort of dish. And that's what's great. You're not quite sure if it's a dessert, it's a savoury dish, but the subtlety and the brightness of that pickled grape sorbet against that dark, rich baconiness is delicious, delicious.
I just love the way your brain thinks. I just want to keep going back at it and trying to understand it, look at you, understand it, look at you. I'm intrigued. When this is day one, what are you going to bring us in day 10? Can't wait.
It's interesting stuff, isn't it? It's clever cooking. And I love the fact that when we talked at the top of the room about what we would do, I couldn't think of that. That's from an 18-year-old. That is brilliant. I can't wait to see what you cook next. Thank you.
Well done, Carl.
Thank you.
For me, cooking is about the unknown, so confusing the judges and having them second-guess themselves. My skin went cold. I was just really inspired by what they had to say. The risk did pay off, and for me, that's what cooking's about.
You know, you walked in this morning full of energy, full of excitement. Why shouldn't you? You're in the MasterChef kitchen. And what's great to see is that some of you are still smiling. And so you should be, because the cooking today was absolutely fantastic. But I think from the looks on a few of your faces, it's plain to see that this competition is maybe a little tougher than you thought.
The first cook in the MasterChef kitchen is always going to be a difficult one. And so it was really pleasing for all of us to see so many of you do so well. But there are 4 of you that deserve special mention. Sam, that combination of chocolate mousse with the salty, creamy hit of goat's cheese, inspired. Here you have announced yourself as one to watch with that beautiful, plump ravioli. Well done. Alan, we love the way you think about food. It's a wonderful combination, surprising and delicious. Well done. Keep it up. Finally, someone who did a crazy amount of work in the time allotted. It was a complex and uber-tasty dessert, and it was Brian. Well done.
Well done, guys. Some really cracking cooking on day one here in the MasterChef kitchen. But today, we were looking for the 4 least impressive dishes. If I call your name out, please step forward. You're in tomorrow's elimination, from where one of you will be going home. Rashidul, please step forward. Benita. Benjamin. And joining you in tomorrow's elimination is Lee. Rashidul, Benita, Benjamin and Lee. Tomorrow, the four of you are in the first elimination for 2017. At the end of that, one of you will be going home.
Today is the first elimination. I'm feeling a bit nervous. MasterChef means a lot to me. So after yesterday's cook, I'm a bit disappointed. 30 seconds to go. Got to get my dish out of the fridge. I've dropped everything on the floor. I've got nothing to plate up to the judges. The black apron means for me that I get another opportunity to cook in the kitchen to improve myself.
In the first elimination of MasterChef 2017. Today, I've got to do everything to redeem myself.
All right, buddy.
Hey, good luck today.
You too, man.
Today I'm going to fight like it's the biggest fight of my life because I want to stay for as long as possible.
Into the kitchen and there's poshes set out, and underneath that I see plates with ingredients on top of it. I'm thinking, geez, what's going on here?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sure not a place you want to be on the second day of the competitions, but it is always a mark of a great contestant and competitor in this competition that you get up and you give it a red hot go. There is so much more to come in this competition. You do not want to miss out, trust us.
I'd be devastated if I was to leave this early in the competition. I think I've a lot more to give, so I want to cook with my heart today and make sure I get a good dish up.
The reality is, one of you will be going home today. So early in the competition. Don't let it be you. Benita? We want you to come in today with a different mindset. That's what we want.
Definitely, yes.
Because we know you can cook. You haven't been defeated by the first challenge, have you?
No, I'm focused today. Yesterday, I let stress unravel my dish.
The way you're describing that to me,
You wouldn't go yum.
I wouldn't order it.
Okay. I let the pressure of the MasterChef kitchen get to me.
You're going to struggle in this competition if you don't look at a few ingredients and go, I can make that, I can make that, I can make that.
I love cooking so much. It's been a passion of mine for many years. So I definitely need to redeem myself today.
Ready to find out what today's challenge is?
Yes.
Right, let's do it.
Well, here's how today's going to work. In front of you, you can see 14 delicious ingredients. Behind each of those ingredients is a cloche. Under that cloche is another ingredient that matches with the ingredient you can see. Your challenge today is simple. Bring us a delicious dish that features both the seen ingredient and also the unseen ingredients. So here's the tricky bit though. You need to pick the first ingredient without seeing what's under the cloche.
You just don't know what you're going to get under the cloche. Choose the wrong hidden ingredient and it could send you home.
So, how do we decide who goes first?
George comes out with the famous knife block. I put my hand on a knife hoping for number 1 and I get
number 4.
Oh dear.
Number 2.
Thank you, George.
Number 1. Lee. Number 3. So, Benjamin, come up, have a look.
I see a lot of beautiful ingredients sitting out there.
What's it going to be, Benjamin?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I'm immediately drawn to the chicken, but I can't choose it. This is MasterChef. Whatever's behind that cloche is not going to be easy on a basic protein like chicken. I see honey. Beautiful. Then up on the right, I spot walnuts. Being of Greek background, I reckon I can do something with walnuts.
Right, what's it going to be, Benjamin?
Gonna go the walnuts.
Walnuts it is?
Yeah. My heart's pounding. Anything could be underneath it. If it's sweet, I'm all good. If it's a protein, I'm in real trouble.
Dates.
Good choice, mate.
You happy?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
Step back into line.
The 2 ingredients that I need to hero today are date and walnuts. A classic combination, but I don't know how I'm going to marry those together.
Rashidal, come on down, man. Yep.
Oh, so many good ingredients. So, salmon, strawberries, honey. It's tricky because you have to hero both of the components, not one or another. Hopefully I don't get a weird one.
Just play those strengths.
Go with your heart, mate. Play to your strengths.
Yeah, play to your strengths.
My heart's pounding. Which one do I choose? Mangoes. I look at mangoes and this is something I have grown up eating back in Bangladesh. I'll go with the mango.
You sure?
Yes. What lies beneath this cloche can make or break my cook.
All right, let's find out what's behind mango and what's going to pair with it. What you need to make work. You ready?
Yes. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking what it is.
Green peppercorn.
Green peppercorns.
Oh, far out.
Gee, that's a bit of a curveball, isn't it?
You worked with green peppercorn before?
No, I haven't. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. All I'm thinking is how can I make a hero out of green peppercorn?
Lee, come on down, man.
This is sudden death. Pick the wrong cloche and it could send you home.
Feel a bit nervous.
I think seafood is my strength, so I'm definitely going to go for the salmon today.
What's it going to be, Lee?
It's going to be the salmon.
Salmon. All right, let's find out what's going to go with salmon. It's aniseed. Fantastic, yeah, with salmon. Beautiful. You happy with that?
Very happy.
Yeah, well done.
Good choice, good choice.
I haven't cooked with aniseed and salmon before, but I just got to get my flavours right, and I should be able to put up a good dish.
Bonita.
I'm looking at all the produce. It's like Russian roulette. My heart's pounding. Which one do I choose? I look at the peaches, but I don't know what the covered cloche is behind there.
What do you like the look of?
I like the look of the peaches.
Okay. You ready?
Yes. I'm scared a lot hangs off this. I bet there's going to be something tricky. What's that? Tea?
Yes. Have a smell. What type of tea?
It's Earl Grey.
Earl Grey. Well done, Bonita.
I'm really happy with peaches and Earl Grey, but today I need to refocus and stay on track.
So all you've got to do is combine your two ingredients in a way that makes sense. Give us a single dish and, of course, make it delicious. You have 75 minutes. You also have an open pantry. And the garden is in place. So no excuses.
I've learnt a lot from yesterday's cook, and I've got to make sure that I'm on the ball every minute of that 75.
However, make the least impressive dish and you're going home. That is what you call a good motivator. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Good stuff. Your time starts now.
I definitely have to prove something to the judges. A lot hangs off this, but I'm going to make sure that I nail the brief today, and Earl Grey and peaches are going to be the heroes of my dish. So I'm thinking, okay, I can make an ice cream. Okay. I've turned my ice cream machine on first. Go.
Nobody wants dates at the moment, do they? My pairing today is walnuts and dates. I've got a Greek background and I'm thinking I can make a dish with walnuts. But I can't think, how am I going to use these dates? This is an elimination and I can't waste any more time. I'm going to start my walnut elements and I'll figure out later what I'm going to do with the dates. Today I'm making a gattumati. This dish is really traditional. It was handed down by my iya and I'm really excited to be making it today. This is a very, very important dish to me. Gattumati is particular to a small Greek island called Gastilorizzo, and that's where my grandmother and grandfather are from back in Greece. Gattumati is a very thinly rolled phyllo-style pastry. I want to serve it with some baklava-style ice cream. Plus, I've got to hero the dates. Everything has to be on point.
You can pull it off. So today I'm cooking confit salmon. I'm also going to use the aniseed to make a nice sauce from.
So I'm going to have a beautifully cooked piece of salmon, and in my sauce I'm going to use lots of aniseed. I think the aniseed flavours goes well with fish, so I think the pairing is pretty good. Just need to make sure that I get some good flavours and don't overcomplicate it too much.
Oh, you got that fillet clean off.
I think the dish today that I'm cooking definitely relates to the food dream that I have. I can see myself serving this meal up in the gastropub that I'd like to have, and I'm hoping it's enough to keep me out from being eliminated.
I have a pretty clear plan of what I'm going to do today. I'm going to make an Earl Grey ice cream sandwich and grilled peaches. So the first thing I'm going to start on is the ice cream. So I'm making a creme anglaise. So I'm just heating my cream and milk with the Earl Grey tea. I'm going to be really, really careful to make sure there's enough Earl Grey tea in the ice cream to give it that particular flavour. Getting there, but I'll just leave it for a minute. The ice cream to me is the major part of the dish. So I need to get the ice cream right. I'm just putting some more tea in because there's not enough flavour of the tea yet. I've never made Earl Grey ice cream before, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to have to keep the anglaise going to get the flavour infused. No. If I don't get this anglaise in the churner soon, I could be going home. Hurry up, hurry up.
It's all about controlling your nerves right now. 60 minutes to go. Come on, guys. Time is flying and I can't believe 15 minutes is already gone. I'm looking at all the ingredients and my mind has gone blank. I've got no idea what I'm gonna make. Mango and peppercorn is really a tricky combination. So I'm trying to think what goes well with peppercorns. Ginger, ginger, ginger. Where's the ginger? I've no idea what I'm gonna make. If I don't come up with a dish soon, I'll be going home. Where's the ginger? The challenge is to make a dish that hero an ingredient that we can see and the other hidden ingredient. Mango and peppercorn is really a tricky combination. I'm looking at all the ingredients and I've got no idea what I'm gonna make. I need to pick a dish soon, otherwise the green peppercorn could send me home. All of a sudden, I remember a dish that my mom used to make when I was a child back in Bangladesh. There's glucose. Where is glucose? Mangoes are very dear to me, so I'm gonna take inspiration from my childhood. My idea is to make a mango peppercorn sorbet. We pair it with coconut a lot, so that's why I'm making this. And I'm also making coconut pot stickers, a coconut broth, and some charred mangoes. This dish I'm trying to relate to the flavors that I've grown up eating, and I want to give a modern twist to it. It's challenging, but the peppercorn and mango should go together if I can pull it off. There's a lot at stake today. I put a lot of things on hold in my life to be here. I've left my family, my son. I want to prove to my son that no matter what happens in life, you can follow your dream. Just have to motor on now and don't want to get behind. The last time I didn't do so well, so this time I have to prove myself.
The dish I'm making today is Earl Grey ice cream with a shortbread, so it'll be an ice cream sandwich, and grilled peaches. I'm happy with the anglaise now. I can taste tea and I've put some orange zest in there too. I just need to cool it, so I'm going to put it into the glass chiller. Let's just get it in there for a sec. I had an absolute brain freeze yesterday and I just hope that doesn't happen again today. My place here on MasterChef is at stake today, so everything has to be top notch. There's no way in the world I want to go home first.
I've got a bit of a plan. The two ingredients that I'm going to need to pair and hero today are date and walnuts. So I'm making a baklava-style ice cream with a traditional Greek flaky pastry called gatomati. At the moment, I'm working on my creme anglaise for the ice cream. It's thickening up now, which is really good. Traditional flavours of baklava are honey, clove, cinnamon and walnut. My biggest worry is getting it done in time and just making sure all the elements are on the plate. But I'm still faced with that issue of I've got to use these dates in a clever way. Yeah, it's good.
It's looking great, Benjamin.
Right, listen up, you lot. Time is flying as usual in this kitchen. 45 minutes to go. Come on, get a hustle.
An Earl Grey ice cream sandwich. The anglaise is in the glass chiller until it cools. I need to get on to finish the shortbread biscuits for the ice cream sandwich. I want everything to be perfect because MasterChef means so much to me. I just love cooking. I think everybody connects over food. Here we go. I literally wait for the oohs and ahs and then I'm complete. My food dream is to host ladies' long lunches for charity to raise money for a good cause. Everyone tried all of this. Thank you. I want to show people that you're never too old to follow your dreams. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you've been wanting to do something, do it. I feel like I'm travelling okay. Right. Shortbread's in the oven. I just need to grill the peach cheese. All right. Dip them in brown sugar. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Today I'm making a mango mint peppercorn sorbet, coconut pot stickers, a coconut broth and some charred mangoes. I really need to move very quickly. Time-wise, I'm not doing as well I wanted to. I'm just putting in the sorbet in now. So I'm still feeling a little bit behind, so I have to motor on from now. The thing that I'm worried about is the green peppercorns. If you put too much into the dish, it will overpower the dish. And if you don't put enough, the judges won't be able to taste it.
Rashidal?
Yes.
What's happening?
So I'm making a mango, mint and peppercorn sorbet.
So balance of sweetness is going to be really important.
Yeah, and also that peppercorn, you know, being able to tame it and not allow it to take over.
Yep.
A clever idea based on what put you in here.
Yeah.
You've got everything to prove here.
Understood.
Everything to prove.
Yep.
Get the balance right, man.
Thanks, Shane. There are lots of other flavors in the dish, and it's really, really important that the taste of peppercorn really shines in the dish. My main concern is the sorbet, so that I get the balance right, I get the flavors through. That's really the main challenge, I think. It's tasty. If I don't hero the peppercorn, I'm afraid that I might be going home. Later I got the it in the back, so it's all right. I think that's what the judges will be looking for.
No need to remind you what's at stake. Your place in this competition. 30 minutes to go. 30 minutes.
So I've just vac-packed my salmon fillet. I put it in olive oil and just some salt and pepper, and nice and simple. I'm going to cook that at 50 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes.
I'm pretty happy with where I am. Got my salmon in the sous vide machine and I next get onto my sauce.
I'm just adding some offcuts of the salmon, And then I'm going to put some prawn heads and some prawn shells in there as well.
I really want this sauce to be very flavoursome, so it's really important today that I balance it and season it well, because I really want the aniseed flavour to come out.
I think the balance in the sauce is the biggest worry. I need to make sure that the aniseed doesn't overpower what I'm going to cook, so I think that's really important to get the flavours of that spot on.
It's smelling great, Lee. Really, really good.
Smell the aniseed as well. On your leg.
Beautiful. I've used the walnuts in my ice cream, but I can't think what I'm going to do with these dates. And then I realise a puree. It's looking nice. I don't want it caramelised too much because I don't really want it to be too sweet.
Oh, the dates.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
The challenge with baklava is, as you know, it can be a real attack on the senses. Think about what else you can do in order to balance that, because you know the sweet is good, but something sour against it or something bitter against it, perfect.
Okay, I've got to hero the dates, but I've got to make sure they're not too sweet. I'm running through ideas, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, and then I think, pomegranate. I'm going to stick with what I normally use. I've got a pomegranate molasses. Pomegranates are something I use a fair bit in my cooking, and it's the only thing that's going to cut through the sugar. Yes! Perfect. Pomegranate and dates work so well together. This tastes beautiful. Pomegranates bring a beautiful acidic freshness to the dates. Plus, it's a traditional Mediterranean ingredient. It goes fantastic with what I'm doing today.
Because I'm starting to feel like I'm back on track. Come on, baby. I have a look at the ice cream and the ice cream isn't setting. It's looking pretty rubby.
Oh no, Benny's ice cream soup, I think.
Sugar. I'm starting to panic a bit because I've made ice cream heaps of times before and I know how it should be looking by now and it's nowhere near there. I have to do something here or I'm going to be the one going home. Hurry up.
Listen up, 20 minutes to go. Come on.
It's not churn.
Hurry up. I have my anglaise for the ice cream in the churner, but it's not forming into ice cream. Oh, Gary.
Coming together or not?
Well, my ice cream, I don't know if it's going to be ice cream. I've made ice cream heaps of times before, and I know how it should be looking by now, and it's nowhere near there.
Does it taste good?
Yes. Yeah, it tastes good. It tastes like orange liqueur in there.
How long have you got? 15 minutes. You don't have to have it in there to make ice cream.
I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what can I possibly do?
Come on, Benny!
Go, Benny, come on!
So I'm going to put it into the glass chiller. If I can get that mix a bit frozen, it will help it form into an ice cream.
How are you going, Benita?
No, not good now. So I just hope it's still going to turn out. My whole future is hanging off this ice cream.
The gatto muddy dough's been resting, I take it out and it looks ready to go. This dish is really important for me.
Looks good, Benjamin.
Stretching the dough out is a traditional technique. I remember growing up, standing in my grandma's house. I remember her hunched over the table, rolling out the dough. And she's brought this recipe out from Greece and handed it down the generations. So at the moment, I'm just covering this pastry liberally with butter. very, very liberally. That looks pretty good. Let's just roll this out now. That creates lots of layers in the pastry.
Benjamin started doing his dough and it's actually really impressive to watch. It's obviously something that he's really comfortable with, that he's learnt from his own grandmother. So I actually think he's doing really well.
Second go, Benjamin! Right, you have 10 minutes to go. Time's running out. Put the pedal to the metal. Let's go. Go, guys.
10 minutes to go. Time is running out. I have to cook my pot stickers, which are getting ready, and then have to plate up. The pressure of this cook is immense. There is a lot at stake. If I don't hero the mango or the peppercorn in my dish, I'm afraid that I might be going home. Yeah, it's really nerve-wracking now. I'm still feeling a little bit behind, so I have to motor on from now. After the experience I had yesterday in the kitchen,
30 seconds!
I've dropped everything on the floor. I've got nothing to plate up to the judges. I really want to plate up a full dish to the judges. But I'm so shaking so much, I don't know why.
Oi, look at me. Breathe. Right? That's just nervous energy, right? But the thing you got to think about as you're doing it is breathe, and it will just control your nerves slightly, okay? Right. Yeah. Oi, breathe. Rashidel. Come on, mate. You can do it?
Yep.
Right, just breathe.
Thanks, George.
Yep. Come on. Yep.
Thanks, George. After the judges comes over to my bench, I've come to the realization I would like to set an example for my son that if he really feels passionate about something in life, that's what he should go for. So I want to focus, put everything on the plate and give myself time to plate up. I don't want to go home.
I'll take my fish out of the sous vide machine and the salmon is cooked perfectly.
Go, Lee.
I've strained my sauce. It's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it tastes, so my sauce is ready to go.
Go, Lee.
I've learned from yesterday's cook that I need to tie a dish together. So I was in the pantry, I've seen some really fresh tomatoes. They look great.
Just prepping some tomatoes that I'm going to roast in the oven and get some nice sweetness from them.
They should be sweet and juicy and full of flavour, and hopefully it will tie it all together.
Feeling the pressure? If you're not, there's something wrong with you. 5 minutes to go!
I grab it out of the blast chiller and it's not ice cream. No. Now I'm thinking this isn't going to work.
Far out. How many times have I made ice cream?
I could easily throw my hands in the air and go, oh, that's it. But that's not me. I have to do something here or I'm going to be the one going home.
Okay, it might change to, custard. I need a little jug.
Oh, she has called it a custard now.
Is it called a custard?
She's called it a custard.
Good.
The custard, is a pretty poor replacement for the ice cream, really.
It's going to be Earl Grey custard.
Because I have the shortbread biscuits to make an ice cream sandwich and custard's completely different. I'm sort of resigning myself that I'm going home.
Yeah.
Good, Ben. Looks good, Ben.
It looks really good. With a couple of minutes to go, I taste the candied walnuts in the ice cream and the date puree's got a beautiful acidity. The flavours are there. I'm happy. Normally, gatto muddy is served in an alfoil wrap, thrown down on the table, but this is MasterChef. I can't serve Gary, Matt and George pastry wrapped in foil. I have to serve it in a modern way. But I don't know how I'm going to plate these up.
Make it look delicious.
I start tearing up the pastry and arranging it on a plate. It's such a risk because there's no backup. And then I realise that's just not how gattu mari is served. It's got to come in a clump.
Look at that.
This is it. Final few touches. 3 minutes to go.
My plating looks like an absolute mess. Can't believe it. What have I done?
This is it. Final few touches. 3 minutes to go.
Start tearing up the pastry and then I realise that's just not how gattu mari is served. I had made a bit of a mess. I know it doesn't look good. I can't make it fit perfectly. I've got a serious concern over plating. What have I done?
Oh, make it look pretty, Ben. Make it look pretty.
Yeah, I just hope the flavours are going to get me through.
Final touches. 1 minute to go. 1 minute.
It's coming together. Hopefully, just get the final. All the elements are coming together. I start plating up, and I'm just thinking how I'm gonna make the dish look beautiful. Ice cream scoop, come on. I'm just hoping that I've hit the brief and made a hero out of mango and peppercorn.
30 seconds!
I'm looking at my plate and I'm feeling disappointed. It doesn't look anything like what I had in mind at the start. I won't be doing the ice cream. It will be a Earl Grey custard. I'm still going to put up a plate for the judges. I'm not giving up. No way.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I've done my best today. This is me on a plate. This is what I enjoy to eat. So I'm just hoping that the judges like it as much as I do.
At this stage, I'm not sure that I've done enough to save myself from elimination. I'm confident that the peppercorn and the mango is on the plate. Whether they go with the dish or not, there's a question.
Today I've had the hero, date and warm-up, and I think I've done that okay, but I'm really concerned about the plating. It's the first thing the judges are going to see, and first impressions last. It might send me home.
I've made ice cream 1,000 times and today it just didn't set. I feel very deflated because I think I had such a really good idea and it just hasn't panned out. Now I realise I could go home.
First elimination. 75 minutes, an ingredient they picked, but also an ingredient that was a surprise, but some perfect pairing, some great cooking. What do you think, Matt?
Oh, I think not wanting to go home first is, I think that's the first hurdle. Every contestant comes into a competition. But just looking at those dishes at the end of the cook, there's some really good food there. Really
Cracking food. Yeah, really beautiful food from the look, but we know what it's all about.
Yeah.
Comes down to taste. Shall we get the first dish in?
Yeah.
Good luck, mate.
Good luck, Lee.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
It's a bit daunting walking into the judges, but at the same time, I really think I've fulfilled the brief today. There's a lot of aniseed in my dish. The salmon is perfectly cooked. Ingredients hopefully are paired well together. I think I definitely hit the nail on the head.
Firstly, what have you cooked?
So I've done comfy salmon and a aniseed beurre blanc. I'm pretty confident with the flavours of aniseed and the salmon. I think there's a lot of it in there, so hopefully it all goes well together.
First elimination. Are you surprised to find yourself in it?
I am surprised in one way to find myself here, but in another, the way I cooked yesterday just wasn't good enough. There's some great cooks in the competition and some serious quality there that they know a lot about food.
Have you got it? Have you got what it takes?
Look, I think I do. I think I have good knowledge of food, I have good technique. It's just about finding my food, I think, is the most important part.
That dish, choice of plates, fantastic. And that dish is 1,000 miles away from what you did yesterday. So it's great to see you just, you know, calming down. It's hard in this kitchen and putting up something that looks as classic and beautiful as that. So we know it looks good. Let's hope it tastes good as well.
Thanks a lot.
Right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
That, it's just so beautiful.
I think we all felt the yesterday was a bit of an aberration for me, and that reminds us of the dish that they put up in auditions, and it's great. And, you know, the hardest thing for anyone here to do is start finding your voice, and if this is Lee's voice, it's like a classically trained opera singer.
That is a beautiful, beautiful plate of food. It does exactly what you want it to do. Power of that sauce, like it's crustacean-y, it's fishy, tons and tons of flavour.
Once you explode that tomato, you've got this more intricate, interesting, yummy flavour.
And you know what, the challenge was the salmon and aniseed, and that combination is all across this dish of wonderful food.
Shall we get the next dish in?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Good luck.
Good luck, buddy.
I'm serving today a Greek dish to one of the best Greek cooks in Australia and possibly the world, George Columbaris. The real issue is going to be my plating. Everything has to be on point. I'm serving a Greek dish to one of the best Greek cooks in Australia, George Columbaris. The real issue is going to be my plating.
There's no doubt about it in terms of the food that you've put up today. I can smell walnut and date, which is fantastic. I just look at that and it honestly looks like a train wreck.
What is the dish?
Gatumari, with baklava ice cream and a date puree.
You denatured that beautiful. It was beautiful when you put it in the foil. Because what happens is it steams back into itself.
Yes, and it's generally served in the foil.
Hello. There's your first plating lesson.
And I was going to.
You got to understand that food is not designed to be photographed and put into cookbooks and magazines. It's designed to be eaten. It's designed to hit the table and for you to share exactly that memory. And George is the master of it, you know?
Yes. And if there's a lesson you can learn, if you get through today, is don't mess with it so much. You don't need to. I hope it tastes good.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Benjamin.
Cheers, guys.
I'm going to put out. It smells really beautiful, but it looks like an absolute train wreck.
Yeah, but the smell, the job at hand was to blend dates and walnuts.
Yeah.
And you can smell that
Totally.
with other spices.
Totally.
I'll tell you what, it may look like a dog's breakfast, but if I can swear, just ever so, briefly, bloody hell. That ice cream, that walnut sort of praline-y, crunchy ice cream and the date puree is just absolutely gold.
That's delicious. Like, really is delicious. He really nailed the brief in terms of walnut and dates. Really beautiful way that he was pulling the dough out. It's a bit like a strudel dough. You keep teasing it out. And he did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
You can tell it's obviously, he's learnt it from his grandmother, and it's beautiful to see that old way of pulling dough out. She's still alive and kicking.
It's a really, really, really delicious dish, and, I can forgive rustic if it's that darn delicious.
Yeah, if it's that good.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Next dish in? Let's do it.
Good luck, Rush.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Walking up to the judges, I'm thinking that I've probably hit the brief. I've paired together the mango and the peppercorn nicely. It's just how much peppercorn they can taste. Thank you.
Rashidal, what have you cooked?
Mango mint peppercorn sorbet, coconut pot stickers, a coconut broth, and some charred mangoes.
How was that?
That was nerve-wracking, exciting, really tested me out today.
Yeah. You picked the mango and obviously got green peppercorn. Why does it mean so much to you?
I wanted to give certain flavors that we have back in Bangladesh. So my mom used to make fantastic little delicate pitas, and that was one of my favorite dishes growing up. So I just wanted to have a modern take on it.
One of the challenges when you have a dish that you really want to do, mango and coconut, that was absolutely, you could see that was your dream to do this dish. Then to incorporate a random ingredient, green peppercorns, because that's what we paired with the mango.
Yep.
How did you manage to do that, and did you find that challenging?
It was very challenging because the balance, if I put it too much, then it's going to overpower. If I put it less, then you'll not find it in the dish. So I've tried to put it in the sorbet.
I think what we love is the nostalgic value that you put into the dish about your family and that. It's really beautiful.
Thank you.
But for now, time for us to taste. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
I think that's a beautiful type of food.
Really good.
I mean, it's all about his family, where he's come from, who he is, and I think it looks really modern and beautiful.
Well, I love that idea that he's brought kind of a bit of his Bangladeshi past and heritage and childhood and paired it with a kind of a very sort of modern Southeast Asian approach to dessert. So I think that's great to see. It's a very different way of approaching food, and I love it.
Interesting. I can't get any peppercorn.
No.
I'm trying to find it. Like, give me some. And I thought it would have been so clever putting something that's peppery, like that green peppercorn, with something cold like a sorbet. But for me, I'm disappointed that there's none of that peppercorn there. This was all about pairing mango with peppercorn.
Yeah. The problem here is Rachel's got an idea for a really lovely mango and coconut dish. That mango sorbet with the hint of mint on it is delicious, but the mint just overpowers any green peppercorn that's there.
There's no doubt, it's very pretty, it's very fresh, and I think it's a clever idea, but I think it's a dish in the making, you know, in the experimenting. Yeah, it's not my favourite. Not my favourite at all.
Good luck, Benita.
I'm walking along and I'm thinking, dead man walking. They know it's supposed to be ice cream. So there's no escaping that.
What have you cooked?
Grilled peaches, shortbread biscuits, coconut crumble, and an Earl Grey custard. I did intend to make an ice cream.
Benita, do you think you'll survive today?
I'm hoping, because that's what I really, really want.
Why do you want it so much?
You know, I'm 57 and I have a lot of friends who often say they wish they had done that, you know, and I say, do it, you know. It's something that I've wanted for a really long time and I just want to battle and get through it.
You like this MasterChef thing?
I love it.
Yeah? The pressure?
You know, this pressure makes you step outside of your comfort zone and that's a good thing, especially for someone my age, I think.
Benita?
Yes?
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you three very much.
Thank you, Benita.
See ya.
Enjoy.
What do you think, boys?
If she survives today, I think the key for her is just to discover her mojo and understand that 3 ingredients on that plate can be absolutely delicious. And peaches look beautiful. I mean, you know, they're nice and bright and fresh and it's a little old-fashioned, but could taste yum. I think she got frazzled, phased, didn't know how to plate it up. But I think the components of it, you know, the infusion of the Earl Grey tea, I was a bit worried that it was going to be, you know, too steeped and too strong. But actually, it's balanced well with the sugar. There's a touch of orange in there. Biscuit's beautiful. Peach is beautiful and fresh and perfectly cooked. And I don't mind that kind of toasty, sweet coconut. I mean, it all makes sense.
It's surprising.
It's like a really good milky cup of like Shearer's tea and a country shortbread to dunk, and then you get that lovely freshness of the peach, and the texture of that is a wonderful contrast.
Yeah.
But as we all know, and Benita's the first to admit it, this was meant to be an ice cream.
Yeah.
And it's a custard.
Yeah. And I'm sort of wishing there was an ice cream there.
The first elimination, a terrifying prospect for the four of you. Someone's time in the MasterChef kitchen is about to end. What we asked you to do was to create a dish that married your chosen ingredient with a hidden ingredient and pair them beautifully. Some of you nailed the brief.
If I say your name, please step forward. Lee. Lee, you brought us a dish of classic deliciousness. It was a textbook example of why salmon loves aniseed so much.
Thank you.
Benjamin. Benjamin, we can forgive rustic when it tastes so good. Well done, Benjamin. Thank you. You're safe.
So it comes down to the two of you. Benita, you championed the peach. And Matt commented on the flavour of the Earl Grey in your custard. Rashida, we loved the nostalgic link, the value that you added to your dish. Your mango and mint sorbet was delicious, and George loved the creamy coconut sauce. Benita, Rashidal, this challenge was all about pairing two ingredients beautifully. Benita, yours was peaches and Earl Grey tea. Rashidal, mango and green peppercorn. Rashidal, you heroed the mango. However, we were left searching for the flavour of green peppercorn, and that's why, Rashidal, we're sorry, you're going home.
Thanks, Benita. Oh, Rashidal, the first elimination's always the toughest, but and we're really sad to see you go so soon. Well, the three of us wanted to get to know you more because there's an incredible spirit within yourself that the three of us can connect to. You're a great cook, mate. Don't ever doubt that. Don't let it end here. I mean, as you walk out those doors there, you need to follow your dreams. Go for it, yeah? Because you can do it. Yeah.
Thanks for all your advice during the cooking and all the learnings I've had from each one of them. So
yeah,
thanks
it's a
for
pleasure,
that.
Rashida.
No problem, mate.
Thank you, Gary.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
Well done. All the best. Yeah?
Thank you.
Hello, Rash.
Thanks.
All right, guys, come on.
Being the first contestant to be eliminated is really, really disappointing. Even though I'm leaving the competition early, it's been an amazing experience. I've put myself out there and learned a lot about myself. And now I'm going back to my family and my son. Hopefully I'll prove to my son that no matter what happens in life, you can follow your dreams.
Next week,
Oh my god.
a sensational surprise
Thinking something's up.
and a grilling game changer
What's going on?
that will separate the best from the rest.
Here we go.
But who will rise to the challenge
Oh, this is a little bit crazy.
Hustle, hustle.
and keep a hold on their place in the competition?
Awesome cooking.
Smashing.
Yum, yum, yum.